correct you. The ANC is not the majority here. There's no majority.
No, I didn't
Just
refer.
from
No,
29 May,
no.
Chair. They are the biggest party, not the
no,
majority.
no, honorable member.
I'm not the majority, Chair.
Don't, honorable member, don't shout at me.
Is that the majority?
Honorable Chair.
Honorable member. Honorable member.
Honorable Chair.
Honorable member. That is not the idea. But since you, Honorable Ndlozi, indicated that you did speak to them, then it means that there were discussions amongst you. Honorable Ndlozi?
No, House Chair, with respect, this is a classic case of sabotage. More than ambush. The honorable members of the DA never consulted anyone. They never consulted anyone. They brought this motion, read it, spoke to it, then you gave us the copies after. The motion that was consulted upon is the original motion, of which they had no view on. They never got back to us. So I'm saying to you, we even asked, do you want to make amendments? Because we were passionate about this matter being raised above political party colors. There was no consultation. It's a classic case of sabotage. And it must be rejected with respect, Honorable Chair. Please rule in the interest of the rules of the House, in the interest of the decorum. If you rule in favor of this motion, you are rendering Parliament useless. It's a circus. It means we can just come and play cards over serious matters of our people. We should have applied our minds.
Thank you, Honorable
properly to
Ndlozi.
this motion.
Honorable
in terms of
members.
this amendment. Thank you very much.
Honorable member. Rais Mzansi.
Chairperson, thanks very much. So the portfolio committees comprises members of this House. All of us ought to be busy. In the portfolio committee, members, there's a member of the EFF, there are 2 members of MK, there are 4 members of the ANC, there's 1 member of RISE. What the ad hoc committee is proposed in its composition is the same numbers as they exist in the committee. So now, if the EFF says we do not have confidence in the member that serves in the committee to execute her job, then it must say so. Because all of us are members in that committee. The committee has just been
Point of
established.
order. Point of
Honorable Ghana, will you just take your
Thanks, House
seat,
Chair.
please? Take your seat, please. Why are you rising, honorable member?
Rising on a point of order to request that in terms of the rules, Chair, you rule Honorable Ghana to be irrelevant. We are
No, there's
debating the
no such rule.
technicality of whether the amendment suits the rules or not,
No.
not the composition of the second motion.
So thank you, honorable member. It's
It's
not
out
a
of
point
order, it's irrelevant. It's a point of relevance.
Not a point of order. Please continue, honorable member.
What is irrelevant is what has just been said. Because there are members in the committee that represent political parties. And what we are saying, so instead of saying we reject the motion, we say we want this matter to be in the portfolio committee because it's so serious. The portfolio committee has just been established. So we reject the original motion and we support this amendment. That's what we are saying, because there's a member of the EFF in that committee. Whatever issue that she needs to raise, she will raise it in that committee. That's why we reject the original motion and support the amendment. Thanks very much, Chair.
On a point of order, Chair.
Honorable
On a
Malema.
point of, yes. Will pardon the member who just spoke now because he just arrived, Chair. He will know that there is a difference
Order,
between
honorable
ad hoc
members. I can't
committee
hear the honorable Malema.
and the standing committee. There is a difference. So even if we're all busy as members of parliament, when you are assigned to an ad hoc committee, you get released by your party from other responsibilities to focus on that. But we accept that he just paid his bus fare to
Thank
here.
you. Thank you, honorable member.
House Chair.
There's two members now of the EFF on the platform. Which
Give
one?
the chief whip. Give the
wants to
chief
be
whip,
the
Chair.
chief whip? Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Two
For
issues.
the EFF.
There are 2 issues. What you are saying, the chief whip of the majority must do tomorrow. It's a waste of time. The ANC started this nonsense. And secondly, you
No,
can't just
Honorable, no,
easily
honorable
switch off
members,
members without even giving them
honorable
an opportunity
members,
to explain
honorable
what
members.
they are talking about.
I am honorable members, order. Honorable members here in the chamber, I'm not going to allow a discussion now about something that must be discussed outside of this forum. In terms of the order, we are busy with order. In
But it's
terms of
you,
the
but
order, we
Chair,
are dealing with motions without notice.
but the House Chair, it's you
It's
who
not a
brought the,
discussion about motions without notice.
but it's you who
So-
brought this matter. You could have allowed it
No,
to say
honorable
in this
members,
forum.
discuss it in the Chief Whip's forum tomorrow, the
Yeah,
ACDP.
but you must not start things and then you don't want to be discussed.
No,
It's you who brought it.
honorable
It was
member,
waited for the
honorable
Chief
member.
Whip forum tomorrow.
Honorable member, I'm not going to allow discussions now because you are simply now delaying what we are busy with, and the item is motions without notice. Please
Then
discuss it.
stop giving
politically.
guidance on things that must happen to the whips, whips
No,
meetings tomorrow. Focus on
Honorable
what you are
Dlamini,
working
you are
on.
now out of order. You are out of order.
No, but I'm cautioning you to say, let's
No,
focus on the
I
matter at
rule
hand.
you out of order.
On cautioning you not to do wrong
ACDP,
things.
Thank you, House Chair.
Must
House Chair,
focus, Chair.
I move.
may I recognize the honorable member here in front? Yes, honorable member, why do you want to rise?
Yeah, no, thank you very much. I just want to correct you. The ANC is not the majority here. There's no majority.
No, I didn't refer, no, no.
Chair. They are the biggest party, not the
no,
majority.
no, honorable member.
I'm the majority, Chair.
Don't, honorable member, don't shout at me.
Is that the majority?
Honorable Chair.
Honorable member, honorable member,
Honorable Chair.
honorable members, honorable members, honorable minister, please don't join in. I did not, honorable Mawotwe, please don't shout at me. I addressed it to the chief whip of the largest party. That is what I did, not the majority party. The ACDP,
House Chair, in our debate on the motion, we emphasize the efforts that government is taking to fight the crime of extortion and crime in general, such as strengthening the coordination of the work of the Justice, Crime Prevention and Security Cluster to fight crime. On the day of the debate, House Chair, the JCPS cluster of cabinet was meeting to look into the matter of strengthening their coordination and collaboration. We also note that government has made interventions to strengthen the intelligence community to ensure our fight against crime is strengthened through intelligence-driven interventions. We also note the collaboration agreements that are undertaken by government through the police department to ensure the working relationship between the police and the Metro Police to fight crime. These initiatives are to be rolled out to provinces in our country. These measures, therefore, say to us, we will be inconsistent with the facts if we argue that the state is failing to deal with crime. The facts are pointing that the state is doing its effort to deal with crime. Therefore, House Chair, oversight by the PC on police will further strengthen these actions. I thank you.
thank you, honorable member. Honorable members, yes, honorable Ndlozi.
House Chair, I ask you to rule in terms of Rule 121 subsection 2 in relation to this amendment. The rule says when amendment is moved as provided in sub-rule 1, a signed copy of the proposed amendment must be delivered to the secretary at the table without delay. I submit to the House Chair that this amendment was an ambush, not done in keeping with parliamentary decorum and specifically this particular rule. And it came at this hour to cause confusion in our country on a very important matter. It seeks to place a blanket and conceal a serious matter here, particularly in the Western Cape and Cape Town. You must rule it out of order, Chair, in terms of the rules. You are empowered as the chairperson to reject this amendment because it came without complying with 121 sub 2.
Thank
It was
you.
an ambush and it's not parliamentary.
Honorable members, I
But on a
indeed
point, on
received-
a point of order, Chair.
Yes, Honorable Malema, before
But-
you continue, I must indicate that I received the amendment when the member moved it. It was checked by the secretary or the the secretary available in the House, and the amendment was then subsequently, not resolutions, there were declarations made by the different political parties on it. So the amendment to that motion is in front of us. Honorable Malema?
No, on a point of order, Chair. We were ambushed with the motion. We were given the motion while the person who's proposing the amendment to the motion was already speaking to the amendment of the motion. And the rule just simply says you can't, in its spirit, it says you cannot ambush people and expect us to make substantive inputs on something that is just presented before us here. But on a different point, Chair, the amendment seeks to change the whole resolution. What is the point of having a debate on something that we are saying ad hoc committee? And the simple way is to go to the motion and then defeat it.